and new information in the case against suspected shooter James Holmes. Video from the night of that shooting expected to be shown in court next week. 7 News reporter Marshall Zelinger always investigating. And Marshall, you're learning just how much may have been caught on camera.
Teresa, prosecutors revealing in court there are 30 hours of video from the theater the night of the shooting. On Monday, when the preliminary hearing begins, prosecutors will show the video and play 911 calls, which got us asking why Holmes' attorneys would not waive the hearing altogether. Defense attorneys for suspected theater shooter James Holmes gave no objection to Monday's preliminary hearing, where the judge will determine if the prosecution has enough evidence to put Holmes on trial.
It's sort of a dry run, and they put on some of their witnesses and some of their evidence, and the public finds out more detail.
Attorney Dan Recht, who's tracking the case, tells us even though the preliminary hearing will likely send Holmes to trial, it allows the defense to get information they otherwise haven't been able to.
Prosecution witnesses do not have to talk to the defense at other times, and so this might be their only opportunity to talk to these witnesses.
At last month's hearing, prosecutors told the judge 75 victims would be flying in from out of state. It's possible none will testify.
They can prevail in a preliminary hearing calling only detectives who summarize the evidence.
Prosecutors said they will show video obtained from the theater as well as photos. They'll also play 911 calls that have so far been unreleased. Soon-to-be new district attorney George Brockler also attending today's hearing. He tells 7 News he'll sit in on next week's proceedings, but not at the prosecution table. Monday's preliminary hearing is open to the public. There will be one overflow room, and it's limited to just 60 seats. Victims and their families will also have access to the jury assembly room. That seats about 350 people. Reporting live, Marshall Zelinger, 7 News.
And 7 News will have you covered during Monday's big hearing. We will have live updates from our crews in the courtroom all day long here on 7 News, plus continual updates on what's going on inside the courtroom and out on the denverchannel.com.